life skills class through Pivot Point. I teach sometimes at Fullerton College. They don't. They put on a DVD, and then the teacher monitors while you sit there and watch the DVD. I don't know about you, but I'm going to kind of space out and go to sleep, okay? But again, I honor the schools of Salon Success because they do want you to get the best education.
Wait till the first of the year because I'm changing up curriculum. So you'll be seeing George more than just once.
I'll kiss you later.
Okay.
Okay,
sorry for the interruption,
No,
guys.
no,
Just want to make sure
thank
everybody
you.
knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Is the temperature okay here?
Is it a little warm, or is it me? Is it okay or not? Perfect.
Well, if you guys do get warm, just let us know.
Yeah, I do usually, but if they don't, it's okay. I know. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, and good meeting you guys. Okay. So where were we? Let's get back to the book. We're into commitment, okay? Commitment is a pledge to a course of action. In other words, if I told you I was going to be over at your house at 5 o'clock, right? And then I just blow her off. I don't come over there. I don't do anything. I don't call her. I don't say anything. That's not honoring my commitment. And sometimes on our personal lives, we just make what we need to do more important. Commitment, if you don't honor your commitments with your clients, meaning that, you know, you said you're going to be there. My appointment's at 9 o'clock. Now it's 5 minutes later. See? This breaks it down. This breaks down the trust, it breaks down the relationship, and it breaks down you having more clients come back to you. Okay, so commitment. All right, let's go on to the next page. And this goes over new challenges. It goes over some of the information on the previous pages, but let's move to page 22. In there, in the goldish section, it says, rate yourself on personal keys to success. And then it says 3, 2, 1, 0. And then it has the circles and the statements. The first one is, I like myself. Now, I don't want you to do it right now, but really do it within the next few days. We want you to see yourself. Don't be nice to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Be honest with yourself. It says, I like myself. And then you put 3, 2, 1, or 0. 0 would be rarely, 3 would be always. Okay? We want you to be honest. Because you can look back at this later and then see what's been going on. But if you didn't do it, then how could you see it, right? Okay, page 23. Top of the page, staying the course. There's 3 bolded words. The first one is resilience. And resilience means the personal capacity to turn setbacks into comebacks. Let's say she came in and she's not quite happy with her hair, right? But I know my communication skills and I talk to her and I turn her around. So I say, I understand that you feel that it's just, you know, a little bit too short, and then I talk to her and I help her understand. And then I've turned the setback into a comeback by caring about her and by helping her. And then the next word we have is persistence. And persistence just means that I'm staying the course. When I was starting out, if her hair didn't come out, I didn't want to be anywhere near her. I wanted to be in the bathroom hiding, right? Right? But you can't do that as a professional. You're the one that did the work, so you have to go into it. So persistence means you persist, you keep getting into it. And then the last word in this paragraph is called flexibility. And that's ability to adapt to respond to change. Let's say she's been my client for 3 years, but she just found out a traumatic thing happened in her family, a death or something really traumatic. So that day she's being totally different. You flex, you understand, you know. And once again, if you guys, it's not really written in the book, but if you can understand that there's a difference between judgment and discernment, okay, or an evaluation. In other words, you all know what discrimination is. You discriminate, you judge something, you say that's bad or I don't like it, or you separate. I don't want you to learn to do that. I want you to learn to discern information. That discerning means you look at it, you evaluate it, but you don't judge it. Remember I told you about me not bathing for 3 weeks? That'll be good on camera, right? Remember that? Right? But you guys all know what I'm talking about, right? So when we do that, then we understand and we take the time. And we're not judging other people, but we just evaluate the situation. Okay? All right. Let me move you on to the next page, which is page 24. There is an exercise on top, and then it has voices of success, and it says salon owner, educator, and client. Somebody pick one, and I'll read it. Which one? Salon owner, educator, or client? Huh? Salon owner. Okay. Respect is fundamental to all aspects of our business, from relating to clients, co-workers, and vendors, to providing customer service. Treating others with respect is the first responsibility of a professional, okay? And I'm going to say treating yourself with respect is the first responsibility, okay? Really. But because I don't want you to go through the motions. I'm not trying to teach you to go to work at the St. Regis or the Ritz-Carlton where you say, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. No, you have to think. What do you think about my hair? Are you going to cut it shorter, longer? Are you going to color it? Darker, lighter? What are you going to perm me? Please no. Okay? But no, but what are you thinking that way? See, how are you going to, and what you think is vital. It's not just the salmon came from Alaska, I don't want you just to be nice, I want you to be respectful. But I want you to learn that by respecting other people, that's really respecting you. If I respect myself, how could it not respect you? But if I just think I'm too cool,
I need my two ambassadors, Gloria and Jasmine,
whole other
to Miss
dynamic.
Natalie office, please. Gloria and Jasmine to Miss Natalie's office.
Moving on, we're going to do this one. I would like 2 volunteers. Thank you. And thank you. Okay. And we're on page 25, under practice makes perfect, please. And the first script, it says a conversation focused on respect. I saw her hand first, so we're going to make her Karen, we're going to make her Wendy, and everybody's going to listen up, and so we're going to just let them read. So, Karen, go ahead.
Wow, it was really busy today. All my clients either agreed to an additional service or asked for something beyond what they originally scheduled.
I agree. It could have been a much smoother day if we didn't have to put up with John's chaos. He was just out of control. I can't concentrate when he's flying around acting as though he's the only one working. Actually, he is busy making everything worse.
I never let that bother me. I'm so focused on my client that I don't notice what's going on with him. I'm sure he's pretty busy right now due to the opening of the other salon and still working a full-time schedule with us. I wish I could help alleviate some of his stress.
Why would you want to do that? He brings all his problems on himself. He doesn't have to open another salon, and I'm sure he could afford to work here fewer hours. Then he would have more time and less stress.
Wendy, do you realize John has 3 children, all under the age of 6, and that he is also supporting his mother who came to live with him last year? I admire John for all the effort he puts into the salon.
No, I didn't know. John had all the responsibility on his plate. I need to start being more perceptive and considerate of what is going on around me. Karen, I knew there was a reason we needed to have dinner together. You always helped me see things differently.
Okay, let's give him a round of applause. Yay! It doesn't take courage to speak, and by the way, you ladies, there's some hard words in there, alleviate chaos. I would have gotten wrong my first time, I'm sure. But you guys didn't, so congratulations. But what I want you to understand, now, we heard that, but I want to break it down. I want you to understand. When I tell you that I just don't want you to get answers right, I want you to understand the information. This is what I'm talking about. Let's look at what they're saying here. Karen says, wow, it's really busy. All my clients agree to more services and all that. So she's focused. She's focused on what she's doing. She's upbeat. She's into her clients. Now, Wendy, she agrees. She's having a good day too. But she says it could have been smoother if John's chaos, he was out of control, flying around, he was doing this, actually it's making everything worse. So she is actually thinking more outside of what exactly she's into. So, Karen, she goes, I don't let that bother me. I'm focused on my client, and I don't notice what's going on with him. I'm sure he's pretty busy because he's doing all these other things. I wish I could help alleviate some of his stress. Wendy says, why do you want to do that? He brings all these problems on himself. He doesn't have to open the salon. He doesn't have to do this. If he did what I'm telling him to do, then he'd have more time and less stress. But here's where Karen knew something, understood something that Wendy didn't. So she says, Wendy, do you realize that John has 3 children under the age of 6? He's supporting his mother that came to live with him, and she admires. So Wendy, being an intelligent person, a wonderful stylist, she says, no, I didn't know that about John, had all that responsibility on his plate. I need to start being more perceptive and considerate. Karen, I knew there was a reason. And so she goes on to thank her, and that's the ideal relationship. But can you see where one person out of these 2 was thinking about other stuff? Why? Why? I care. You're in my chair, right? You're my world. And I mean it. And you ever hear fake it till you make it? I changed that one. Did you like that one? Fake it till you make it? Do you like it? That's good. I don't like it either. See, don't be afraid. You can disagree. You can do anything. But why don't you like it? Fake it. Anybody here feel good when they fake something? All right. Let me change that word. Create it until you make it. Thank you. Create it until you make it. Aren't you creating it? You're not faking being a hairstylist. You're not faking this stuff. You're creating it. You're not developed yet. You're starting out. Maybe you are. I don't know. Okay? This starts to tell on time, so maybe you're way ahead of what I'm saying here, and you're just going along with it because you already know it. I don't know, but that's okay with me. But do you see what I'm saying? It's the way you think about what it is that's going to have you feel about who you are. So, I'm not a faker, but I am a creator. I create hair. I love it. All right? So, again, we're going to go back because education is repetition. In other words, this isn't entertainment, it's education, and that means repetition. I'm not looking for an audience where you're going to applaud and say, hey, great job, George. I'm looking for a staff where we can work together. And if I need color done, I know I can trust you to be on time. And if I need work done in the salon, I know that you're not going to gossip and cause problems because it just won't work. It's not because I don't like it. It's not because I never gossip. It's because I understand that doesn't work in a professional salon that cares about what they're doing. Again, my whole job is helping you guys understand what it takes to be a professional in an upscale salon, a salon that cares. Because can't you just float through school, kind of get your license, and kind of go sit somewhere in a salon? You absolutely can. I hope you don't, because there's people out there doing that. There's not enough stylists that are competent that are in salons today, and that's one reason I'm so passionate about this. I say, and it's in my heart, you're more important than I am because you're the front line. You're the now generation of hairdressers. I'm not behind the chair. What you do is important. How you conduct yourself. That doesn't mean you just have to be a certain way. That just means when you're behind the chair, be the best person you can be. All right? And anything outside of the salon. What business is it of mine what you do outside the salon? No. But when you walk through that door, if you're putting her down or making fun of her or not you individually, you know. But right? Is it my business? If I know the salon, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's only because I care about all of us coming together to make the salon someplace that all of our clients want to come to. Again, if I'm doing her hair and you two are way over there but you're fighting, does she notice it? Sure. And I can tell you right now, two people are talking or somebody was tweeting and that's where the attention goes. You know. I'm not judging a good guy right or wrong. I'm saying that it's disrespectful and it doesn't work in a salon to make people feel comfortable. If I'm tweeting and doing all kinds of other stuff and I'm not with you, it's just less than. Anyway, very good job, ladies. Very, very good. Okay, there's another script right next to it on page 25, and then there's two more on commitment on page 26. Please take the time to study buddy, find somebody, role play, because you're not just going to be reading a book when you're working, right? And you're only reading a book when you're not working. So, if you role play and interact, you're going to have the experience. If you just don't, unfortunately, you won't. And unfortunately, we don't have enough time to do every exercise in class, but we will go through them. Okay, page 27 is a learning challenge. Back in my day, we called it a test. All it means is, if you can answer these questions, then you understand the information in this chapter. Okay, lessons learned on page 28. And let me go down to, I'll just read one of them. It says, integrity and personal character influence success by safeguarding against ethical lapses that can destroy a career. Real quick, because it said ethical lapses, I was bringing things that make, help me make
Selena R to the front desk, please. Selena R.
Okay. We talked about doctors and lawyers a little bit. Medical school shift. Okay? This says here that they had not changed the medical practices in 100 years. And this is what they found. It says medical schools, including NYU, New York University, Harvard, have been doing some soul searching. They say that they've been creating doctors who lack humanity. Okay? They go on to say, ethical erosion, a loss of idealism, empathy, and morality. So what are they doing? Doctors today, when they go to medical school, are getting life skill classes. All right? Hi, guys. That's okay. Do you understand? It says here that the goal for them is to learn to listen and communicate. Okay? Doctors have never been given patients on the first day. Now they are, not to operate or work on them, but to interact with them. They're saying, question. They're saying that the nurses really help them mourn along the way. What this means to you is that honestly today in medical school, if you were at NYU or Harvard or other medical schools, you're going to have a class like this. We have doctors that don't care. I'm not going to get into it, but if anybody's following the Murray trial, I just see a wide separation between Dr. Murray and the doctors who are testifying that really care about their patients, that really do stuff. It looks to me like Dr. Murray wasn't one of those doctors. Hi. Am I missing something?
No, they called her name, she was like, uh-oh.
Oh, did they call your name?
No, Lynn's probably not here.
Okay. Well, if they did, when we break, you can go there and then check it out, but you're not from this campus. Okay, so it's probably not you. But can you guys understand that when I talk to you and I tell you that it's not personal, it really isn't, it's professional. They go on, I do a lot of, to me it's not research, it's just background information to help you guys understand this stuff. But doctors have never been given life skills or communication classes, never. They're doing that now. Do you want your doctor to understand you, or do you just want to be the next number on his deal, right? And I'm going to tell you, you guys have an advantage, because I had a lot of doctors in my chair do good hair. Yeah, yeah. There's doctors I had in my chair, I would never let them work on me. They talk about their patients, and they do things that I don't find acceptable. But do I kick them out of my chair and front them out? No! Why should I? Why should I care? I care about what I do. How can I, can I tell you what to do? I want you to wear certain clothes. I want you to eat certain food. I want you to do something. Right? Doesn't make any sense, does it? So I care about me. And some people will over-identify with their clients. I say, stay connected but not attached. You can tell me pretty much anything, and it's going to be okay. Now, there are a few things, obviously, well, but we all have our, yeah. No, if there was anything, I don't know, I'm thinking radical things, you know. But 9 times out of 10, what you do is none of my business, is it? Do you want me to tell you who you can date? No. No.